What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video, we're going to be talking about the major events that can significantly affect the stock market for this upcoming week. We're going to go over exactly the top stocks and penny stocks to watch as we go into this upcoming week. You know, one of the penny stocks that I'm going to be talking about is associated with electric vehicle company. We're going to go in detail to look at exactly what's their product. I'm also going to go over some important companies that are going to be reporting earnings for this upcoming week. So all this important information coming up. Now before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button, and if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. And I really appreciate for all the people that subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification. So we have more than 8,000 people. So if you have not yet turned on the notification, make sure you turn it on and you get notified when I post videos like this every single day. So make sure you turn it on. So now let's talk about, the major companies that are going to be reporting earnings. So earnings season is about to start and things are about to go crazy. Of course, the major sector that we start out with is going to be the financial sectors. The big banks are going to be the ones that are going to be reporting earnings. So we have tomorrow Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and we have Wednesday, we have Morgan Stanley and Citizen before market open. We have also on Thursday, we have before market open, we have a key bank, and also we have on Friday, we have Ali. That's going to be reporting earnings. So we talked about, the major banks a few weeks ago that they have the option to buy back their shares. So that was some positive catalysts, the stocks that are major associated with financial sectors, they've been trending higher and higher. They don't usually go up, 10-20% within one day like the penny stocks that we talk about, but they gradually trend to go higher and higher. And they recovered significantly from the lows that they made from the March lows due to the pandemic. They've been slowly trending, and now the majority of them are sitting close to the pre-pandemic levels. So those are the price levels that we've been watching out for these companies to recover. So that's really fantastic. They're recovering. Now we'll see exactly what they have to say when it comes to their earnings reports. Interest rates has not changed that much, but these companies have been, beating their earnings reports in the past, and the stocks, the majority of the time, have been selling off to the downside, but we'll see if there's anything changes in this earnings season. So also we have a big tech company, which is Netflix, reporting earnings Tuesday and after the market closed. So it's going to be huge. Netflix also did not do that much last earnings report, so we'll see how things unfold. But next week's going to be a massive earnings report. We have Tesla and the big NASDAQ companies like Apple, etc. They're going to be reporting earnings, so it's going to be really hot next week. So of course, Wednesday is going to be the big day. It's going to be inauguration, so there's going to be a lot of different shifts and policies, and a lot of executive orders are going to be signed, and we'll see if which sector is going to be performing very well after these executive orders are being signed. Maybe after this week, maybe next week, we'll see and shift, and what are the big banks, the big hedge funds are doing. If we see a lot of spike and maybe like majority of the electric vehicle companies, we have energy sector that have been performing very well in 2021. This is one of the best performing sectors in 2021. We saw the major NASDAQ companies, they've been pulling back to the downside, like Amazon and etc. They've been selling off to the downside. So we'll see if things shift, after the inauguration, but we'll see if things unfold, as they're planned to unfold, on Wednesday. So, and also another important company we need to watch on Thursday is going to be Intel. The stock been beaten down the past two consecutive earnings reports. The stock been selling off. The stock recovered a little bit, to the upside. We have news that came out a few days ago that they are going to be changing their CEO. The stock bounced back, and we'll see how their earnings going to be, how their earnings going to be reacting on Thursday after the market close. So now let's talk about, the penny stocks that we need to be watching out for this upcoming week. So I've been getting a lot of comments and questions about this company. This is an OTC stock, which is going to be ticker symbol BUSXF. So we're going to go over and watch a video exactly, what this company is all about. They recently, announced their earnings reports. So we're going to go over exactly what this company is all about, with an ideal price point to get involved in it, and what to expect for this company in the future. But first, let's look at this introductory video about this company.
I decided to join Grand West after spending many years working for one of the largest transit bus manufacturers in North America. For years now, transit system managers have been looking for a cost-effective way to provide quality bus service in low to medium ridership areas. They've been asking for a modern, eco-friendly, mid-sized bus that can maneuver its way through narrow downtown streets as well as residential neighborhoods without the feeling of a massive bus driving down the street. They want a bus that can go everywhere and be easily accessible for everyone. If you look at the bigger picture, funding is limited. People are putting pressure on their local politicians to reduce costs. People are tired of seeing big buses with only 4 or 5 passengers on board. When you look at small transit buses, they are not easily accessible and in some cases can't carry enough passengers to keep up with the demand. On the other hand, you have transit managers that want to provide solutions but had no viable options available to them. So one of the challenges for Grand West as a manufacturer was to provide a vehicle that would meet all those requirements and be able to operate in the tough Canadian environment for at least 10 years, be reliable and easy to maintain, be built with heavy-duty North American transit components, and last but not least, cost half as much as a 40-foot bus. Well, we've done it. The Vicinity bus checks all those boxes. In addition to the significant capital cost saving, the Vicinity bus can save you as much as $2,000 in fuel costs per month compared to a 40-foot bus. That's huge. Lower fuel consumption also means less greenhouse gas emissions. The majority of our components are from North American suppliers that are well established and very well known in the transit industry. Those are all the same suppliers who provide parts to all the major transit bus manufacturers in North America. All this to say, finally there is a cost-effective solution for transit systems across Canada, and it's available now. It's called the Vicinity by Grand West Transportation.
As you can see over here, the stock broke out from $1.50 area all the way up to $3. That basically double within a matter of days. So when you look at the share outstanding for this company, is not a lot. It's only like 76.47 million. So this stock definitely can behave like this if there's positive news come out. They recently reported their earnings reports too, but this stock's definitely pulling back to the downside. So if it pulls back all the way like maybe to $2, or if you see great potential in it, you can definitely get involved in the dip right now. But you definitely have to really take into consideration that these OTC stocks here, they don't really actually trade like the NASDAQ companies, so you have to be super careful. OTC stocks are definitely risky. Of course, we talked about, Green Power Motors, which used to be OTC stock. They got enlisted in the NASDAQ, but this company is still in the OTC. So this is one of the companies that I do not really recommend because it's an OTC. But if you definitely want to get involved in it, if you want to risk it, of course, definitely get involved in it. If you see huge potential in this company, you can definitely risk off of, the $1.50 area or $2. If the stock drops, all the way to $2, pulls back, you can definitely average down if you're somebody that see huge growth potential for the future for this company. So definitely keep in mind this stock, it could definitely break out. It can also be a quick swing trade, day trade opportunity if you want to speculate. Now, the other two stocks that I'm going to be talking about is going to be SRNE. So, the first stock, the OTC stock, because I've been getting a lot of comments about it. I appreciate for all the recommendations. And I also got, a lot of people that ask questions about SRNE. Now, this company, when I first saw it, I really liked it, but I didn't talk about it because it was trading within this range, so we're looking at the stock around from $9 to $6. So it was in this range, it was a tight range, but now it has an initial breakout to the upside. So it broke out of the $9 area. So this is really great. So within the next few days, we'll see if it can hold above the $9, and if it can stay above that, that is really fantastic. It's a great price point to get involved in it. There's a lot of positive catalysts for this company coming up pretty soon. The major one is going to be that, analysts are coming and saying that this could potentially be a $30 stock. It's involved in 2 other companies. You have a stake in 2 other companies, and one of them can potentially be doing a SPAC merger and going public. So that is going to be a pretty huge deal for this company. And within that deal by itself, this company can have a lot of money available to it. So when you look at the stock price, it has a multi-month breakout. So this is a great thing to look at right now. And the first profit target, if it continues to break out, can go to $12. So it's a good risk reward. Even if you want to get involved in it right now, you're risking like 50 cents, for potential the stock to go to $12. But if you see long-term growth for this company, this stock can potentially be going more than $12, depending upon what they do. So definitely keep it on your watch list, but we'll see if it can maintain the breakout level that it has over here, and you can get involved in it at that specific price point. So another stock that we talked about in the past is going to be PLTR. We've been talking about this company for a very long time. We talked about it when it was sub, $10 was on $9 and things like that. Made several videos about it. There's huge potential. This is a company that do a lot of contracts with big governmental institutions, and ARK Invest also involved in this specific company. And the stock is really in a very good trend pattern right now. It's not really going down. It has very solid support around $23, $24. So it could potentially be, if it can decide to go higher, it can make a new 52-week high. And they have an event coming up pretty soon, so the stock could potentially be trending higher. It could potentially go to 30, even make a new 52-week high. But there's been a lot of news coming out of this company, a lot of contracts. As we talked about in the past, this is the main seller for this company, is they do a lot of huge contracts with big governmental institutions. So definitely keep an eye on Palantir stock. ARK Invest also gets involved in this company, and the pattern in general is definitely offering a good solid risk reward, very solid support area around $23, right around over here. So these are going to be the top 3 stocks to be watching out for moving forward into this upcoming week. And if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. We don't have any kind of major economic reports, but of course, keep in mind these huge events happening this upcoming week that can definitely shift a lot of things in the stock market. So be super careful if you want to get involved in these companies. It can go up and down a lot. Make sure you manage your risk. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'll be making updated post videos about these companies in the future. If you have any suggestions about any of the companies I want to talk about, make sure you drop in the comment section below. I've been getting a lot of suggestions on my previous video. I really appreciate it. So let's keep it going. Drop the suggestions that you have, any other companies, and I really like to see what you guys are also watching at the same time. But I catch you guys on the video. Hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. Peace out.